Welcome to the next video about how China works. This video describes the socio-economic challenges faced by China. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel Wisdom of Life. The first challenge that China is facing is depopulation. As you can see in the slide, during the last 2 years, China's population has contracted, which has caused it to become the second most populated country in the world from the top populated country. China is facing depopulation due to fall in annual population growth rate and increasing life expectancy. The government measures to elect depopulation include change from one-child policy, which was announced in 1979, to two-child policy in 2015 and then to three-child policy in 2021. The government has also announced monetary and non-monetary benefits to families to have more children. Like Japan and South Korea, China isn't likely to encourage immigration to increase its population. The second challenge is aging population. As you can see, the share of the old people, that is 65 and above, in China's population has gone up from 4.9% in 1982 to 14.2% in 2022, and by 2050 the share is projected to increase to 25%. Aging population has all sorts of implications for China, like increasing elderly dependency ratio, shrinking working age population and labor force, increased social security expenditure, and it may also drag down China's long-term growth. The third factor is rising wages. In China, minimum wage is set by provinces and big city. In Shanghai, the minimum monthly wage is $375, in Shenzhen $342, and in Beijing $336. China is losing its cost advantage due to increase in wages and overall cost of production. So in response, the Chinese government is promoting capital intensive production which can compete with the products on the basis of quality and not on the basis of price. It is also encouraging relocation of labor intensive industries to western regions of China where wages are much lower or overseas. The fifth factor is rivalry with the United States and Western sanctions. The US and China, we all know, are two principal world powers. US accuses China of unfair trade practices such as dumping, currency manipulation, and forced technology transfer. Beijing accuses Washington of trying to subvert its economic rise and technological development. The West anti-China measures include US punitive tariffs on a range of Chinese products which started in 2017, preventing China's access to key technologies and components such as those relating to semiconductors, and sanctions on Chinese high-tech enterprises such as Huawei. The sixth challenge is with regard to agriculture. China is suitable for labor and technology intensive farming, not land intensive, due to limited agricultural land and water scarcity. However, in China, most farmers are small landholders and do not produce for sale. Small landholding is also not good for introduction of new technologies and rapid enhancement of productivity, which is leading to increase in food prices in China and making it dependent on food imports. The seventh challenge is rising income disparities. Deng Xiaoping, the architect of modern China, famously said in the early 1980s, "Let some people get rich first." While a number of people have got rich in China, however, only at the expense of increasing income disparities. As you can see, China's Gini coefficient has moved from 0.180 in 1978 to 0.467 in 2022. The wealth share of top 1% in China has gone up from 20.7% in 2000 to 30.5% in 2021. The eighth challenge is rising unemployment, particularly among the youth, which has gone up from 10.8% in 2018 to 19.6% in 2023. The ninth challenge is how to boost consumption. China's development has been driven by exports and the large share of savings in country's GDP. However, under its new development paradigm, the government is trying to boost consumption and domestic demand. However, such efforts have not been much effective, as shown by persistently low inflation rate in China. For example, in 2023, the inflation rate in China was only 0.20% and in 2022 was 2%. The 10th challenge is economic slowdown in China. As we all know, China's economy grew at an average rate of 10% for 3 decades at a stretch. However, in recent years, China's economy has slowed down, as you can see in this graph. Is economic slowdown in China due to transition from quantity-based to quality-driven growth, or is it due to some systemic issues? Is China going the Japan way, where rapid growth was followed by economic stagnation? In any case, economic slowdown remains a challenge for China. The 11th challenge is political opening up. Opening up of economy and increased prosperity generally generate demand for political opening up. Such demand rose in China in 1989 on the back of economic reforms that started in late 1970s, but that demand was put down by the Chinese government. As China continues to move up the economic trajectory, would demand for greater political liberties arise again? As you can see, most of the famous Western platforms, social media platforms and search engines are banned in China. China, being a civilization, has its singular view of democracy, which means equality of opportunity and social justice in China. It is difficult to predict that China will ever have Western-style multi-party democracy, given the importance of Communist Party in China's system. However, given its pragmatism, Chinese leadership may at some point be open to giving the people greater political freedoms if it becomes necessary. In conclusion, the viewers should themselves decide whether China will be able to grapple with the socio-economic challenges outlined in this video. However, the ability of Chinese nation to effectively respond to the challenges should not be underestimated, as Chinese are remarkably resilient. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel Wisdom of Life. Thank you for watching this video.